So just why do narcissistic people fake illnesses? Why do they fabricate illnesses to other people? Many people can fake having a headache, fake having a tummy bug, phone up work pretending to be sick to get out of work. Narcissistic people tend to be more prone to faking illnesses for various reasons. Narcissistic people are more likely to fabricate health scares for various reasons that serve the narcissist. As I say, most people can call in work sick because they just don't feel like it that day. There are people with other disorders that can fabricate illnesses for various reasons, that can fabricate more serious health conditions to gain attention from others. And then there are hypochondriacs that just live in fear of health conditions. So faking an illness isn't only a narcissistic thing. People can do that. There's those who are aware, and then there's narcissistic people who do it to deceive on a more malevolent level, which is why narcissistic people fake an illness. Deception, attention, control. They're the three main reasons a narcissist will fake an illness: to deceive people, to gain attention, or to control situations. A narcissist will create a scenario which means that they have to lie to get themselves out of that situation, and they will lie and they will find a way to rationalize why it is okay for them to lie. They tend to go for things such as headaches or backaches, because people can have headaches, people can have backaches. However, with a narcissist, you will notice they will promise to do something with you, they will promise to take you somewhere, they will promise to help you out, they will gain something from you, and then when it comes to them delivering on that promise, suddenly they've got a headache that they just can't shift, and it's a repeat pattern of behaviour. They've got that backache that they just can't lift that thing for you anymore. However, when they want to go shopping, when they want to go for a round of golf, all of a sudden that backache's gone and they're okay. But then when they come back and you say, "Oh, I'm glad you're okay, would you mind helping?" "Oh no, no, not with my," "Oh, you know what it's been like." And you feel bad for them, you feel bad for asking them. So they get away with things, and they do pick things that you can't see. Or they might just skirt over the issue by saying that, "Oh, I've just got to go in for some tests." But they're not going to tell you what test. They're going to lead you into thinking that something is wrong when it's not wrong, so that they can blame you for thinking that something was wrong. All I said was, "I'm going in for some tests." You're the one that presumed, when they weren't actually going in for any form of test whatsoever. They just said that to get out of doing something. Narcissistic people fake illnesses to gain sympathetic attention from others, to get people to wait on them hand and foot. Narcissistic people fake illnesses to influence people into doing things for them, or to influence people into letting the narcissist get away with not doing stuff for others, to influence people into believing a narrative that suits the narcissist. Narcissistic people fake illnesses to deceive people. They might not tell somebody who they actually are, the family they have, the life they live. They might have told somebody a completely different story, so they'll not want you meeting up with their family, or their family meeting up with you, because they're deceiving the both of you. Neither of you know who the narcissist truly is. So when they've got to go away with their family, they might come and tell you that they've got to go in for some tests and they're not sure how they're going to feel, so you might not see them for a couple of weeks just while they figure stuff out. And then you're worried sick, you're panicking, you're wondering if they're okay when they're actually just off on their holiday having a good time. Yet they've got you giving them the attention when they get back because you've been worried sick, excuse the pun, but you've been worried about them, and they've literally just sold you a story to deceive you and to gain attention from you. Narcissistic people fake illnesses to avoid taking responsibility. Just like a non-narcissist can phone up work and say, oh, I'm sorry, I've had a tummy bug, I can't come in, because they don't want to face going into work that day for whatever reason, which most of us are capable of at one point in or another in our lives. It's usually something that's not serious. However, narcissistic people will repeatedly do this, and then when they get the sack, they'll blame the boss for not caring about them and their illnesses. They make it very difficult for bosses to sack them because they've used an illness to get out of work, and people often show sympathy towards those who are ill and don't want to cause them any further suffering. Narcissistic people use illnesses to manipulate, to control a situation, just like that narcissist who has got plans with one group of people will tell another group of people that they're going in for some test to get out of the plans with that group of people because, well, they're going in for tests. So you're not going to say, well, hang on a minute, you said you'd come and do this. You're going to be thinking, well, what tests? Is everything okay? And they're going to downplay it then. They're going to say, oh, well, I'd rather not talk about it if you don't mind, which you're not going to want to push someone who's claiming they're ill to discuss their illness who doesn't want to talk about it. They will also say things such as, I'd prefer not many people to know about it. So you're burdened with their deception, not realizing that they're deceiving you when all they're doing is trying to get out of doing something with you so they can go and do something with somebody else, leaving you feeling sorry for them and trying to help them and giving them the attention that they believe they're entitled to. Narcissistic people can lie about an illness simply to boost their reputation of just how brave they are, just how strong they are, the things that they've overcome within their lives. And it's very difficult to call somebody out on this because people can suffer from some of the most horrific health conditions, some of the most horrific health scares. And as they are genuine for most people, it's very difficult to call somebody out who isn't genuine. A narcissist will fabricate a health scare. They will lie about a health scare for financial gains because people are more willing to part with their money to support people who are genuinely ill. And as it happens, as healthcare can cost so much, as new pioneering treatments can cost so much, as people try to save those that they love and care for, and people can put themselves in the shoes if that was to happen to them. So people can part with their money far easier if there's some sort of health scare and you're trying to help that person through. A narcissistic person will lie through their teeth that they're suffering from something, or a family member is suffering from something, so that they can financially gain from others. Only afterwards do you find out it was a lie, by which point you realise you've been betrayed. By that point you want to seek revenge on them because they've plummeted you into that dark place because you no longer know what was happening. You in the past, you feel daft for being exploited by somebody who is very good at manipulating others. You're not sure what's happening in your present, and it's a very confusing place to be. However, what we have to recognise is these people are that bitter and resentful that they seek to hurt others to feel better about themselves. Revenge is recognising who they are as a person, learning why they do the things that they do to people, coming out of their darkness and moving on to create a happier life for you and no longer giving them any of your time. You do have to be careful because narcissistic people tend to fear abandonment, and this is when they will also come back with a fake illness to pull you back in. When you've finally had enough and choose to walk away from them, they're going to try and hoover you and they're going to try and deceive you. And this is when they might come up with the fake illness, the health scare that they're going through, because it's naturally going to get you to want to go back to help them. And then later down the line, you find that it wasn't a health scare at all. They were just hoovering you back into their darkness. We just have to break free and move on with our lives without them. There's many reasons narcissistic people fake illnesses. Any you've noticed, please do add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support of the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.